y'all, it's your girl Renata Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna get into some makeup. I'm really excited. I have like a little time today so I can like sit and do some makeup, just like play around. I was in Sephora the other day and I saw this. It's the Brow Freeze by Anastasia. My friend was talking about it. I don't know how well this is gonna go. So as you can see, I don't really have brow hairs like that. I just don't. It's time I clean them up. And I already don't have a lot. Now the friend who raves about this stuff has full-on brows. Full brows. When I do her makeup, I don't have to touch nothing. They're amazing full brows. So, you know, I don't know why I'm trying to use something that she uses, but I'm just curious about it. I've been meaning to get the soap brow, but I keep forgetting to order it. And so since I just saw this in the store, I was like, okay, let me just finally try it. So I picked that up. Also, in one of my recent videos, can't remember which one, but in one of my recent videos, I told y'all that Monica Blunder has sent me some things. So in my first video about her products, I tried out these foundations for the first time. These two I picked up in store. And so as we all know, when you're picking up foundations in a store, those lights are not our friends. They're over top of your heads, creating a shadow. So you pick out one thing, you go outside, totally different thing. That's what happened here in that first video. But even though the shades were off, I love the consistency and the coverage of these foundations. So she had sent me some more. She sent me 3 shades. We can go through all 3 real quick. So I have purchased 4.5 and 5. She sent me these 3 shades. So the top one, that's shade number 5.5. And then she sent me shade 6. And then this is shade 10. This would be really great in my kit for like deeper tone clients. So I'm really excited to use that on someone. She also sent me some lips, some lippy things. So these are like lip crayons. So I'm going in with my eyeshadow primer. It is definitely about time I cleaned up my brows. That is not about to happen right now. I will get to it when I get to it. I am gonna go in with a disposable spoolie and I'm just gonna bend it. I just don't know how this is gonna work out. I don't know. Something is just telling me to use a disposable spoolie. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going, and I don't even know how much of this stuff I'm supposed to use, y'all. I really don't know what's supposed to happen here. I'm just trying out some stuff that I probably have no business. You know what I mean? That's like petite girls being like, oh, I tried this thing. It's so great. And then me, as a non-petite girl, go try to do petite girl things. Why? Why for come? So I probably have no business using this. But we're just gonna see. And vice versa. That's like full busted women, you know, talking about they love such and such. And then women that are not so full in the bust area going to do full busted girl things. You know, it's just not for you. That's how I feel about this brow freeze. I feel like it's really not for me. And I have no business here, but I just feel like I need to try. Is that right, y'all? I'm just pushing it upward. And do I let it dry? It's tacky. Yeah, it's a little tacky. Did I just ask a question and answer myself? Whew. Well, I'm gonna let that sit like that. And we're gonna see. I guess I'm supposed to let it dry down. I don't know. But we're gonna see. Okay, so I'm going into my Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. A girl recommended using this orange shade to color correct, and I fully agree. It's amazing because the bigger squares are like velvet type of texture, and then the skinnier squares are like, you know, regular eyeshadow type of texture. But if you use the velvet type of texture to color correct, it's amazing. You use very little and it gives really nice coverage, and it's just great. So when you go in with your foundation over top of it, you're not packing on so much in that area, and it still neutralizes the dark areas like it's supposed to. It's amazing. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's just not as bold and as intense as like that LA Pro Girl thing. Don't get me wrong, I'll still reach for that sometimes because I have it, so it's gonna get used. But I do enjoy how lightweight this is, and it takes very little product to color correct. It's great. All right, so I'm going into my Juvia's Place Culture 2 palette, and I'm going into this burgundy shade here. It is called Dashiki, and I'm gonna use that to create something. So I really have no idea what I'm going for. All right, so I'm gonna make like a line going out to make a V. Oh, this is intense. That's some color payoff for you. My gosh. Yeah, that's some real color payoff. I didn't know it was gonna be that intense color. Tell you something, Juvia's Place don't be playing. They said one thing you're not gonna do is complain that their eyeshadows don't give color payoff. They said you can complain about some other stuff, but not that. Oh my gosh, that is intense. And when I tell you I just like tapped my brush, I didn't even like swipe my brush in that color. And this is just how it came out. I really enjoy a cat eye type of shape. It's one of my favorites. I just love how it elongates the eye. It adds some sexiness to the eye, which I love very much. I feel like my eyes are pretty round, so I like to elongate them some. Then I'm going in my Urban Decay palette. Did something just fall out? I dug my nail into it by accident. There's a mess for you. I'm gonna go into this color here. It's called Scorched, and this is out of the Urban Decay Heat palette. And I'm taking it kind of hot up to meet that cranberry shade from earlier. So I'm gonna try this just to see. I don't think that this brow pencil is gonna mix that well with the brow freeze, but we're gonna see. It's like I have to press kind of hard sometimes, but it's going on there, so let's see if we can make this work. So I learned something from Jackie Aina. To fill this in right here, it's just taking a lot of back and forth. She was saying that because her face is already kind of like oval and elongated, that she likes to add width to her face by cutting into her arch a little bit, so that it takes down some of the arch out of her face. Yeah, so that way it takes some of the arch away from the face, and that way it doesn't make her face look even longer. So I said, if that's the case, then maybe if I add a little more arch to my brows, then maybe it'll do like the reverse effect, and it'll elongate my face a bit, like the attention will draw like in a longer way versus a wider way. I feel like it's done that. So that's what I've been doing these past few times that I've been doing my makeup. And it's not like a crazy arch. It's still within the natural shape of my brows. I'm just taking it slightly higher. It's very much still there within my brow reach. It's nothing crazy. Because that is the last thing we want to do, people, is be out here looking crazy. At least me. I don't want to be out here looking crazy. That's just not what I aspire to do in my life. Sometimes I do like to look crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do. It's a good time. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this brow freeze. I think that's for the people who have brows. Because for me, I don't think it's doing much. It's not like, oh, it made it easier for me to outline my brows, for me to find my brows. Nope. None of that. That's not what it seemed like. I'm definitely gonna have to clean this one up bad. That's usually my treble brow. So because I'm using Monica Blunder foundations today, I'm also going to use that to like clean up my brows and do all the things. So I'm going to go in with shade 5.5 and shade 6. So I'm going to use 5.5 in like the T-zone area and use 6 all over. So I'm just going in and getting some out with my spatula, putting it on my clean palette. So to clean up these brows, I'm going in with a foundation brush into that 5.5. I could have went in with a liner brush, but this is where we are right now. I have got to clean up my brows. This is crazy. And that's probably what's making it a little more difficult for me to figure some things out. I can't even see where my brows start and stop. I need to clean them up. All right, so going in with the 6 all over. Because this is a product that's a 2-in-1, you can use it as a concealer or as a foundation, or as a foundation. I'm gonna apply with my foundation brush first, my flat brush, and then I'm gonna go in with my sponge to blend it and to thin it out, because I don't want a thick, heavy layer. That's just not my thing. That's not my thing. If that's your thing, great. You might want to go in with like a brush. I don't even have a brush like that right now. Like a dense brush, and like pat it on. That'll give you more coverage. And I am going to put this all over, because even under my eye, because I've noticed that with me being so tanned, it's quite tricky. I can't just put one color and blend it. It's a little tricky right now. So it's really like feeling like, oh, I have to like really paint, like do like some canvas type painting and blending right now. That's what it feels like for me anyway. Because when I just put separate things and try to marry them together, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. So this is just blending it all together, but still keeping my layers very thin. And I'm gonna pick up a little, add some coverage there where I have a little darkness, and around my mouth where I color corrected. I love. Do you see? It's like skin. Don't tell me this isn't a tinted moisturizer. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is great. This is fantastic. Don't tell me this is not a tinted moisturizer, but you cannot tell me. You can't. How would they know that this is actual foundation? How would they know? How would they know? How would they know? Look at that. So then I'm going into my into that 5.5 shade, still with a sponge, and I'm gonna start putting that in my T-zone to help brighten. And I don't want to just, I don't know, I don't want to just go in with a lot. I want to like go in little by little and just see how I like it. You know what I mean? I want to brighten until I'm content. Ha! Brighten until my heart is content. That is what I want to do. Do you see what's happening? I don't know if you see what's happening. I see what's happening. And it's amazing. It's amazing what's happening. Do you see this? It's amazing. Do you see what's happening? And I could stop here. I said I should probably stop and kept on picking up product. And this is how I end up going too far and messing around. All right, y'all, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Okay. So that's where we are here, right? All right, I need a brown. So I'm just gonna go in with, this is the Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is in Caramel Cutie. And I'm just gonna use that to blend out some of this here. Just to soften up the lines a little bit. I'm going right into the color. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. Oh yeah, something about you. Where did that come from? Oh, remember that song? I am actually gonna go into this heat palette again, and I'm gonna go into this plum shade here. This is called Ashes. I'm gonna use that as liner today. Normally I for sure would have done liner and anything like this way before I did any under eye work, but here we are. So let's hope for very minimal fallout. I'm gonna go in with that foundation brush from earlier, and I'm just gonna like clean up and sharpen up this line. There's no extra product here. I'm using what's already on my face. And we're just cleaning up, and there's enough excess product here, especially like in my fine lines. You go right in your fine lines and you go get that product out, so it needs to get out anyway. You go right in those fine lines and get that out of there, and you put that there. Like, it's, oh, I just scratched myself. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna use my Danessa Myricks Evolution powder. When I first got this powder, I was so intimidated by it. Now, this is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Alkaline. And I'm going to smudge that on my lower, well, I'm going to put it on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to smudge it with that brush from earlier. To contour, I'm going in with my AJ Crimson custom palette. This is the only brush I have right now that is clean. I need to wash brushes. But these are his foundations, and I'm going to use that to contour. Lips. I want to try to go in with that wine color. This is the color Rami from Monica Blunder. Oh my gosh, this is great. Gorgeous. These lashes are some knockoffs of the Ardell Wispy ones, pretty much. Oh, okay, I'll do this blush. This is a Becca Cosmetics blush. It's in Snapdragon, very pretty. This is the finished look. Oh, how cute. How cute. The skin is skinning, okay? Do you see that? Do you? I can't tell. Can you see that though? Like, I mean, Miss Monica Blunder is doing the things, okay? Like, this foundation and this lip is giving fall realness. It's giving cranberries. It's giving warm by the fire with a nice outfit on, if you know what I mean. This lip is giving drinks. It's giving cocktail hour, but it's dark because, you know, the time change, so it gets dark sooner. But still, it's giving, you know, cocktail hour at night. Oh, it's giving Cabernet Sauvignon. That's what it's giving. I love, because it has like that brick brownish situation going on, but you know it's in the wine category. Yes, I love. This is great. You can't tell me it's not. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. And I wish that for everyone. I wish for people to be like, I love it. It's great. I don't care what you think. Because I believe it's great and I love it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I hope you guys enjoyed this time with me. Let me know if you tried Monica Blunder products yet. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you tried and how you liked it. Yeah, don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see y'all next time in another video. Bye.